no substantiation that the president was involved in any kind of insurrection. There is no conviction that he's done anything wrong in regards to that.
I'm Edwin J. Vieira for Pacifica Network and Public News Service. Find our trust indicators at publicnewsservice.org.
Good morning. It's the KCHW Morning Show. It is Wednesday, January 24th. I can't believe it's almost the end of January already. Yesterday was September. We're here with myself, Chuck Ritchie. We have the lovely Sharon Ludwig and Lavonne Ellis here this morning.
Our locals.
Yes, it's Local Wednesday. I gotta, I keep meaning to find like a nice alliteration or something.
Oh, I think Local Wednesday's great.
Local Wednesdays. Okay. We'll take a vote. Everybody favorite Local Wednesday?
Aye.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, we're Local Wednesday now. Woo-hoo. That's the decision-making process, folks. Later on, we're going to be invited. We're going to be welcome. We will be welcoming. I can't even talk. It's been a morning, I'll tell you what.
Oh, your mouth isn't awake yet.
Blah, 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 blah. So, we'll be joined by Lynn Cassidy with the Chula Creative District to tell us a little bit about Light in the Darkness.
Yeah,
She's been,
good.
Yeah, I'm also involved in the Creative District, and I've known Lynn for a long time, and she has been sort of our event guru, and she's really done a great job for us, and is really putting on some great events. So
that's good. That's good.
Light in the Darkness is coming up on Saturday. It's going to be at the Chula Golf and Country Club.
I even have a flyer on it.
Yeah, cool. Yeah, and it's it's going to be featuring local artists. They're going to have drink and food specials at the Chula Golf and Country Club, and last year it was a beautiful event. We sort of transformed the whole space and walked in, and there were twinkling lights and art and everything everywhere. It was a wonderful event. So looking forward to having Lynn on here in a little bit after the break. So how are you guys today?
Well, we're here.
I'm fine.
It's
good, really good.
Yeah, we're going to take a look at the weather really quick. It has been crazy out there. The weather out there. We've got we had all the cold and then all the snow, and then now we've had how many days of rain, and it's just going to get warmer and warmer and warmer.
Yeah.
And wetter.
Warmer and wetter. I saw one report as I'm trying to get my news up here. The page isn't loading. I saw one news report the other day that it was going to be 50 degrees this weekend.
No.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
That's
but there's
flooding weather.
The ground is not soaking up all this water. It's just puddles everywhere, big puddles, lakes.
Exactly. Yeah, it is. Ugh. It is not, and that's a scary situation. I hope we don't get too much flooding.
Well, and it's not good for the Winterfest.
No, I know they've been piling up snow. The city's been collecting the snow and putting it in an area in the ski hill. They have their snowmaker. It's been down there over by the Mountain Market on Main, making snow for a couple weeks now.
Yeah.
And the plan is, so they're going to take all that snow, and then he's going to be bringing the groomer down from the snow hill. And I asked him, I was like, isn't that snow going to be too hard to move or do anything? And he's like, no, that groomer chews that stuff up. It'll make nice fresh powder.
Wow.
So
how fun.
I think there's plans in place for this. I think this was half expected.
Well, because of how warm and no snow in December,
Yeah. Yeah, and it looks like that trend is continuing. Whew. Yeah, so there's going to be, I got the weather up here, rain this morning. It's going to become steady rain in the afternoon with a high around 40 degrees. 34 degrees overnight. And guess what? The rain is continuing overnight. It might mix with some snow. It might be cold. It might be a little icy out there, a little slick in the morning, tomorrow morning. But it still looks like it's going to be above freezing. Tomorrow, 38 and 34 with some more rain in the morning. Turning into snow. Looks like, what do we have here? Rain and snow in the morning. Remaining overcast in the afternoon with fog. Ooh. Ice, rain, snow, and fog together. That's a combination, isn't it?
Oh, yes.
Then Friday, 40 and 34 with cloudy skies. Saturday, rain coming back again, 40 degrees for the high, 38 degrees for that low. Sunday, see, this is okay. See, it's cool. It's cooled down a little bit from the forecast yesterday. So Sunday is 45 degrees with showers. Still pretty warm though. Monday, showers in the evening with 48 degrees for the high and 39 for the low.
Wow.
Same exact temperatures and more rain on Tuesday. More rain on Wednesday of next week. And it's calling for rain. I mean, of course, when the weather forecast gets that far out, it's rarely accurate. But it has for Wednesday of next week showers, Thursday showers, Friday showers, Saturday showers.
And that's our Winterfest week.
And that's during the Winterfest. Yeah, it's calling for a rain and snow mix on February 3rd, which is the date of Winterfest.
Oh, wow.
I'm just wondering, do the creeks in town ever flood?
Oh, absolutely.
Oh, yes, they do.
Oh.
Yeah.
I was...
Oh, no.
I was worried. So we have a creek in our backyard, and it's when the weather got so cold, we had like probably 6 to 8 inches of ice across the entire creek. And my fear was it was warming up so fast and starting to rain that ice would break up, and it would clog up all the culverts and all the drainage and then flood. But luckily, it was gradual enough to melt away instead of So our creek's actually looking pretty good right now. So
well, the bridge at the park has flooded over several times.
Really?
And they've had to reroute buses to the school around by City Hall and over. And the bridge over on Court Street, it's off. Anyway, it was washed out one year from the creek flooding. Wow. And they had to rebuild the bridge. But they have some settling ponds or sedimentary ponds before town, and a lot of stuff goes into that, and they clean those out because you can't clean out the bottom of the creek because of state laws. Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. So you can't dredge the creek. So they have some places that they can, and it's been a few years. The newspaper put a picture in years ago of somebody in a canoe in front of where the school district office is now because the road had flooded.
I remember we moved here in 2017, and it was probably within that first year, maybe the following spring, might have even been in the fall. But I do remember it flooding over there by Zips. I remember the whole Zips parking lot underwater.
Yeah.
They had the road closed for probably a week or two.
Right.
And it was just Chewelah Creek was just flowing right over the street, and then through the Zips parking lot and back into the creek on the other side. Over by the ordering sign. Yeah. It was crazy.
Yeah.
It was crazy.
Look, fingers crossed this year.
Right. And luckily our house is built up. We've got the creek in our yard, but our house it's sort of downhill from our house all the way, and
that's good.
Our house is built up about 18 inches up off the ground. So we personally haven't had any problems, but we've had the neighbors on both sides of us. We had one neighbor especially, their basement would flood every spring.
Oh, basements, yeah.
So the funny thing is we had some property over by the creek and Court and Boone, and we wanted to build there, and the loan company would not loan on that property because we wanted to put it in a basement because it was too close to the creek. So we built up kind of on our hill, we call it.
Yeah.
And our basement floods once in a while,
Oh, no.
Yeah. It's pretty funny.
You got to get the sump pumps.
Yeah, we have a sump pump. We have drain tiles. We have rain gutters. We've added everything over the years.
Sometimes it's just not enough.
Yeah.
So we're gonna do. We got the school lunch and breakfast menu here.
Ooh.
Yeah. So today they're having a cheese omelet for breakfast. That sounds delicious.
Oh yeah, we've talked about that before. When they have that, we want them to bring us one of those.
Right. It seems like that's a normal Wednesday thing, or those cheese omelets, along with a variety of cereal, some fresh fruit juice, and their choice of milk with breakfast. Sounds good. And then for lunch, we've got sausage patty, hash brown. Oh, they're having breakfast for lunch.
Ooh, how fun.
I love it. Yeah, sausage patty, hash brown patty with a biscuit and an egg patty, fresh veggies, fresh fruit, and your choice of milk and country gravy.
Ooh.
So they're having biscuits and gravy with sausage for lunch. You guys, I love that. That is fantastic. Now I'm hungry. I didn't have any breakfast before we came in today.
Yeah, me neither.
So we got a little bit of a late start this morning. We had some technical difficulties getting things going, and not necessarily technical difficulties, but we had a really long song start right as the right before the thing started, and we were running a little late. I had to we got new cameras in here, and had to get a new camera up for our guests that we had today. So I forgot to keep the old cameras around in case we had more than two people in here at a time.
Well, just explain what you've done in the last few days. You updated the computers.
Yes.
You did a new mixing board. It's very exciting. I think it sounds better too. I was listening on my car yesterday, and usually my car radio, I thought it was my car radio. I'm sorry, but no, I think it was the station, because now it sounds great.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah, that is good.
No, it's a well-oiled machine today, except for me.
So fix your radio just by listening to KCHW.
That's right. No, we've been having some computer problems, and I dug in and sort of figured out what was going on there and how to fix those.
Yeah.
So the original mixing board has it came from the original KCHW long before Scott ever took it over. Before community celebrations, even, I believe.
Oh, really?
Well, I'm not sure what. So before Scott took over, was it run by community celebrations, or was that who Scott worked with to get things started back up again? Yes.
Yeah, he was part of community celebrations,
Okay.
and community celebrations helped him. Yeah.
So the original mixing board, the mixing board we had up until this weekend was the same mixing board.
Oh my, that's
from that original station.
That's a long time ago.
In the 90s.
I don't remember dates.
I looked up the manufacturing date of the board based on the serial number, and it was manufactured in 1990.
Oh, yeah.
And I was able to find the same exact mixing board, the fourth generation of the same exact mixing board, and purchase that. So everything is exactly the same.
Except the insides.
Yeah.
Is so much more modern.
Yeah, they seem to be working. We don't have a lot. We're missing the hum that people have become so accustomed to.
Oh.
It's tragic. It's tragic.
Yeah.
So good job.
And
I'm really, really impressed with you, Chuck.
Oh,
You're so smart.
Aw.
Man, you do all that tech stuff so well.
Oh, stop it. Anyway, so we've been working on getting the theater set up here and getting everything ready to go to make this a public venue. We've booked a couple of events later on in the summer already.
Nice.
We've got our projector. I'm waiting on a mount for the projector so we can watch movies in here. We're going to discuss maybe doing movie nights at KCHW. We just need to figure out the legalities of all that and figure out how to do it.
Yeah.
You know,
it's a complicated thing.
Yeah, the library used to do some, and I went for that one about the ringmaster, whatever it was called. That show. Anyway.
Yeah. The with Hugh Jackman.
Yeah.
Musical. Yes, I was
they showed
that night.
They showed that at the library,
Yeah,
and they showed quite a few at the library for a while. It was really kind of fun. Not a very large space, but it was fun.
No, but yeah, we've got I've got the everything hooked into the sound. I've got so we can put anything on a laptop or a computer and run it through the projector and through the main soundboard in the theater.
Wow, nice.
Yeah,
nice.
I had my two teenagers in here over the weekend, and we got 2 enthusiastic thumbs up from the teenagers, which is like 10 thumbs up from an adult.
Yeah. So when that gets going, if you wanted to have a party for your teenagers,
that's right,
you could rent the place.
We can rent it for birthdays, for parties, for anniversaries, weddings, even.
Yeah.
We've got a nice backdrop. We even have a green screen we can put up if you want to have a space themed wedding or something. We can. We've got our podcast booth. We're working on getting set up again. If you have an event, if your work needs to do a seminar, we can do seminars. We can do classes here.
Yeah.
We're in talks with a couple of folks about doing regular classes and sessions here too. So. And
it's a nice, small, intimate area.
It is.
That you're not overwhelmed by a big space.
Right.
It's really a nice space.
Oh, thank you. We have seating for 45. We also don't want to, make sure we're not taking anything away from the main theater in town because you guys are our performing arts center.
Yeah.
If anybody needs a smaller venue, we are here.
Yeah. My vision of this town is lots of these kind of venues all over town.
Yeah.
Yeah. And lots of things going on.
Yeah, and we've been planning with the state of Washington for the Chihuahua Creative, or for the Creative Arts convening, the statewide Creative Arts Creative District convening.
They contacted me about renting the building and everything and getting that all lined up. Yeah.
Yeah, and that event's going to be happening the first week of June. It's going to be that Thursday, Friday, Saturday. There's going to be lots of stuff going on. We're getting a lot of recruitment from local businesses, the chamber, Ted. Everybody's going to be pitching in and kind of doing the old elbow rub on Chihuahua, you know.
Oh yeah.
It's gonna be really nice. It's gonna be a big sort of shot in the arm for Chihuahua.
Let's get going.
I will stop. I'm rambling on.
You are, and we've got lots to do today.
Just slap me upside the head. Before we get going, I'm gonna do the birthday so we don't forget. We're gonna go into local events happening with Sharon. So today on we've got a lot of them today. We have Steele Smith, Teli George, is that right? Am I saying that right? Teli, Dennis Poor, Michaela Dollar, Sarah Walters, and Addison Herda, all with birthdays today.
Oh, wow. That's
Happy
neat.
birthday, everybody.
Wait a minute. Are you on January 24th?
I am on
I
January 24th.
see different birthdays. Okay. Well, I'll stop.
Oh, are you looking at celebrity birthdays? These are local. These are local birthdays.
I'm sorry. Apologies.
They're Chihuahua celebrities because it's their birthday, and we just named their name on the radio.
Yeah.
I got it. Sorry.
And if we were good, we'd sing, "Shout hooray, it's your birthday today," or something.
Well, I've never heard that one.
Oh, yeah. I have a friend that sends it via Facebook, and I have no idea what this tune should be.
Oh, I thought you were going to keep going and sing us a song. Next week will be a song hour with Sharon. She's going to put together a whole hour-long performance. No? Okay.
No.
All right, what do you got
have to
Sharon?
Sing with me.
Okay, let's do it.
And no one will listen to us.
All right. So tell us what's going on this week, Sharon.
Oh, wow. You think that there's nothing going on in the middle of January, but there is. So today, of course, is pickleball at the middle school, and they are calling it soft pickleball because it's especially geared towards beginners on Wednesdays.
Okay.
So if you don't know anything about pickleball, you can go anytime, but this is especially for Wednesdays. The Center for the Arts has Sit and Knit, Fired Up Pizza's Bingo tonight, and Cougar Girls Wrestling at Springdale. Tomorrow, Thursday, January 25th, Jenkins Band Recital Concert at 7 p.m. at the high school. So if you're interested in some good young talent, you could go watch that. Friday, Adult Pickleball, 9 to 11:30. The Twilight Snowshoe Get-Together at the golf course. So that's kind of an interesting thing. It says, if the weather's right, they are having an event at the golf course, and they're snowshoeing, and it's at, it says, gather in the clubhouse at promptly 3:30, and they'll have a 1-hour trek, and it says to bring... recommended to bring it or purchase a headlamp for this because it could get dark where you're going. The event is open to the public. Beverages and food are available to purchase at Rusty Putter. There is a $5 raffle if you're interested in that for a pair of headlamps. But the event will be postponed if temperatures drop below 20 degrees or if it's raining.
Well, I'm looking at the weather right now. Right now, it's supposed to it's supposed to be about 40 degrees during the day, and not supposed to start raining until nighttime. So it looks like if this holds true, we might be okay.
Yeah. So if you have snowshoes and you want to try out the course, that's where you should be tomorrow night. Not tomorrow night. Friday night.
Are you going to need snowshoes or mud boots?
That's a good question. Also, the Cougar basketball is home against Reardon, and there's karaoke at the American Legion. On Saturday and Sunday, the Amateur Radio Club Winterfield Day at the golf course. And I saw that in the Independent. And if you don't have the Independent, shame on you. It's very inexpensive to have a subscription. But on that weekend, the Northeast Washington Amateur Radio Club is testing their skills in the annual Winterfield Day, along with other amateur radio operators globally. This will take place in the Chihuahua Golf Course Clubhouse in the lower level. So they are it's open to the public. If you want to know anything more about this, where is that phone number that I didn't circle?
Oh, no.
Well, I don't know. Anyway, but it's at the golf course. And so if you're interested in ham radio, and there will be people talking all over the world, and via ham radios without internet or cell phones.
Ham radio is almost as cool as FM radio.
Yeah. And almost as old, too. Yeah. So that looks like a fun thing.
A lot older.
I do believe it's quite a bit older.
Yeah.
And a lot farther range than FM radio.
And ham radio people are very special.
Oh, yeah.
They're really into it.
Yeah. So also on Saturday, the Cougar basketball away at Davenport, Cougar wrestling boys away at Elmira Cooley Heartland. That's a 3-word. That must be 3 schools that are combined. Cougar wrestling girls. Now they're going to an invite called Bring Home the Beef. So I don't know if the prizes are beef. That would be kind of fun. Anyway, it's at Quincy. And Quincy is where I graduated from high school in a whole long time ago.
Like 92, 93?
Yeah, that would be nice. Yeah, okay. No, it was 65, 66, 1966.
Just turn that 6 upside down.
Yeah.
Sharon, sorry.
Fired Up Pizza, their karaoke. And we're going to talk about it later a lot. The Creative District is having a Light in the Darkness at the Golf and Country Club. So the golf course is hosting 2 different events on the same weekend. One in the lower level, the ham radio, and one up above, the Light in the Darkness. How fun is that? That
is cool. Is that going on at the same time or different times of the day?
Probably different times of the day, because I don't know what time this is. It starts at 11 a.m. on Saturday and 11 a.m. on Sunday, the ham radio. And it says the visitors need to depart by 7 p.m. So we'll find out about the times on the Light and the Darkness when we get our guest on.
I know I used to work catering, and I ran the catering department at the downtown Marriott in Anchorage for a brief period. And, man, we would have sometimes 5-6 events going on at the same time. And it just got...
You had to make sure you didn't deliver the wrong food to the wrong room.
Absolute chaos at times. And we'd have the big ballroom that we could divide up into sections, and then we had 5 or 6 breakout rooms. It was crazy.
My. Sunday, Fired Up Pizza has Blues and Brews Jam. On Monday, Adult Pickleball, Sit and Knit, and Cougar Basketball C Squad only, home. It's a home game against St. George. And on Tuesday, Cougar basketball home against St. George. It's their last game, basketball game. And next Wednesday, pickleball and Cougars wrestling girls at Meade. And coming up, February 9th, is Nothing to Lose Productions Singer Series Disney Classics.
Ooh.
Yeah, so we'll talk about that again next week. So
I like that.
That's what I've got going on.
Well, then also, of course, the end of next week is Winterfest.
That's exactly right. And why don't I have that on my list? Well, I don't know.
But there's going to be music downtown. There's going to be vendors.
Yeah.
There's a great big beer garden. There's going to be the Rail Jam over on 2nd and Main. The vendors, I believe, are going to be on 3rd. We're going to have the Creative District's doing some events at the Aaron Huff Memorial Center. We're doing one thing we're doing there is really cool. It's giant snowflakes, and it's not the typical, fold the paper and cut out the snowflake. These are going to be 3D, and they're going to be something you can take home, hang on your ceiling, as long as it's not raining and the paper gets ruined as the kids are out and about.
Yeah.
And there's something special that we might be working on upstairs. We're still waiting to see if everybody wants to do it, but we'll
have fun.
Yeah.
Yeah, and the Winterfest actually starts for February 1st and goes through April 13th, but the downtown events are only on that Saturday. But the arts at the fine art exhibit at the Trail's End and the photography exhibit at McCunn Gallery, they go from February 1st to April 13th. How fun is that?
That is fun. Yeah. That is fun. And we're gonna get Tim and some artists on the radio during that period of time.
Good.
I don't know if Tim knows that. Tim, if you're listening, you're going to be on the radio. We've had a good relationship in the past. I love having Tim and the artists on. We always have good interviews.
Yeah.
And a good time, and I'm looking forward to all that. Also, during the Winterfest, to plug the radio station, I'm going to be doing all the announcing on stage between the bands. We're going to be doing a little sneak peek of Chihuahua's Got Talent. We're going to have some local performers come up and do some acts between the bands while the bands are setting up. It's going to be sort of a sneak peek of Chihuahua's Got Talent, a look at some of the past Chihuahua's Got Talent contestants, and the sign-ups will begin for this year's Chihuahua's Got Talent, which will take place the last 2 weekends of April, and the final performances will be the first weekend of May. It'll be May 4th at the Center for the Arts.
So the last 2 weekends are kind of auditions.
Yeah, those are sort of the first 2 preliminary rounds we're going to do. Yeah.
Is the public welcome to that, or only judges? How does that work?
I believe we're gonna make those open to the public, and we're gonna sell tickets for the seating, and again, that's gonna be a fundraiser for KCHW. For the preliminary rounds, and then the final performances are going to be at the Chihuahua Center for the Arts.
Yeah.
It's going to be a big deal. We're gonna do it up this year. It's going to be nice.
Good.
If you're out there and you're listening, you want to be a sponsor, you want to help pitch in for some of those cash prizes for the winners or winner, please contact us. We're looking for sponsors for the event. We're looking for people to sponsor that prize money, and people to perform.
Well, and the last time we had it on May 4th, Scott made a big deal about May the 4th be with you, and he even wore his, that white costume that he has. The
Stormtrooper costume.
Yes, that's the word. All around town.
There are 2 of those upstairs. I myself will not be wearing the Stormtrooper costumes.
You're a little tall.
They are Scott size, and I do not fit in those. I'm a little tall for that, but we are looking for people to do that.
Ooh, how fun.
We may or may not.
Oh.
But of course, the greatest thing about all this, I don't have to make new signs because I found the old ones from the last one on May 4th.
Good.
So, looking forward to it. And also at Winterfest, we will be doing a 50-50 raffle. Yeah, we're going to be selling those tickets for $5 a ticket. At the end of the day, we'll draw, and the winner gets half of the pot.
Yeah.
So
those are kind of fun.
Yeah, so that'll be big. Hopefully we'll get that pot up there. 50% goes to fund the station, keep us on the air, pay for this new mixing board we just got, and and then the other 50% goes to a lucky winner. Yeah.
Well, it's nice to keep the radio out of debt.
It is.
Yeah,
it is. So we got.
I was just wondering, is there any time during the year that nothing is going on in Chihuahua? It just seems like constant stuff going on, which everybody loves, except me. I'm kind of crabby. I just want to stay home.
Well, some of the things are repeat, and I talk about the repeat things too. So, but I don't know that there's any time.
We had a couple weeks ago when there wasn't very much on the schedule.
Yeah, and sometimes in the summer there's not much except going to the lake.
Yeah, there's a couple weeks.
Yeah.
It's always my birthday. There's nothing ever going on around my birthday.
And when's your birthday?
Towards the end of August.
Oh.
And I kind of appreciate that. I appreciate everyone parting the waters for me.
Yeah.
So,
well, and
my birthday takes center stage.
So my birthday is June 20th, the same day as Scott's birthday.
Oh.
Yeah, we share a birthday.
That's right. I remember.
And there's not a lot going on then either. And the worst thing was I never got to bring anything to school for my birthday because I was a summer birthday, and they didn't do summer birthdays then.
Same here.
Oh,
I remember when I was a kid when I went to elementary school in Findlay, Washington, just outside the Tri-Cities. Well, part of it I went to Findlay, and part of it I went in Kennewick. And for some reason, there were like 3 years in a row where the first day of school was my birthday.
Ooh.
And
did you get to bring treats?
No, because nobody on the first day of school, nobody's
Oh,
expecting
you haven't got
it
assigned yet or anything.
It's the first day you show up, and I could never have. I was in school for my birthday, and I never got to bring cupcakes or any of that stuff for my birthday because everyone was too busy with the first day of school stuff.
Yeah.
No time for Chuck's birthday.
Oh,
thank you very much, school district. Yeah. I got over it, as you can tell. Anyway, it is 8:00. We once again we got started a little bit late, but we got through our local things, and Lynn is in the studio.
Yes.
And I'm excited to get her on. So I'm going to go ahead and set us to the break, thank our sponsors, get things going, and get set up so we can have Lynn on to talk about the Light in the Darkness, which I'm excited about.
Yeah. And so we really did be a local day. We didn't talk about anything going on out there in the world. It was just local stuff. That's fun.
It is. We didn't even do any of the trivia or anything.
No.
I'm gonna do trivia with you and Lynn later. How about that, Lavonne?
Okay.
Go for it.
Oh, sure.
Yes.
Absolutely.
I don't know if Lynn can hear me out there. I don't know if she knows what she signed up for. But but that's the beauty of having a captive audience right here in the studio. You can't. Yep. They're on the air. You put them on the spot and you make them do it, and they won't. What
are they gonna do? Get up and walk out?
Don't give her ideas.
Oh, okay.
Don't give her ideas. All right. So we're gonna go ahead and take a break. We're gonna thank our sponsors, and we will be right back in a few minutes.
It's 8:03.
You're listening to Northern Lights Public Radio on 102.7 KCHW. Chewelah, Colville, Kettle Falls.
From Feature Story News in London, I'm Simon Gaitan. A Russian transport plane has crashed in the southern Belgorod region, close to the Ukrainian border. Russian officials say all 74 people on board were killed, including 65 captured military personnel it says were being transported for a prisoner exchange. Moscow authorities accused Kyiv of a planned attack on the plane. Ukrainian officials have yet to comment. Daria Bundarchuk reports from Moscow.
The Russian Defense Ministry confirmed that the Il-76 airplane that crashed near Belgorod on Wednesday carried 6 crew members, 3 accompanying persons, and 65 captured Ukrainian servicemen that were being transported for an exchange with Ukraine. The head of the Russian Parliament's Defense Committee, Kartapolov, said that the Ukrainian side was informed about the route of the plane carrying prisoners of war. Another jet with 80 more Ukrainian servicemen on board, which was flying after the downed plane, was turned around, he said. After the incident, the official added, prisoner exchanges between Ukraine and Russia will apparently be put on pause. Daria Bondarchuk, Moscow.
The Israeli military says fierce fighting is continuing.
Okay, give us a test.
Test.
There we are.
Okay. Does that sound okay?
No, you're a little quiet. Go
Okay.
1, 2, count to 5.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Give us a little more volume.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
It's going out on the Facebook.
Oops.
Oh, this is?
It's printing it.
It's what?
It's printing. 1, 2, 3, well, this is it. It's...
Worldwide, this is FSN.
With FSN Spotlight, I'm Simon Marks. Today, thoughts about Benjamin Netanyahu's future as Prime Minister of Israel from one of his predecessors. Ehud Barak served in the post from 1999 until 2001, leading the country's Labour Party, diametrically opposed to Netanyahu's Likud. On the day Israel confirmed the loss of 24 soldiers in Gaza, its largest one-day death toll since the invasion of the territory began, in reprisals for the Hamas invasion of Israel on October the 7th, Mr. Barak says Netanyahu has to go.
80% of adult population in Israel believe that he is the main responsible for this blunder that never happened, such a terrible day in the history of the country since its establishment. And 70% of the adult population in Israel believe that he has to resign. So it means he totally lost the trust of the people. And Israel cannot be led and navigated through such a precarious and subtle decision-making challenges by a person who totally lost the trust of the people. So the only way is to remove him.
But there is no sign of Benjamin Netanyahu preparing voluntarily to depart office, although stresses are growing within his governing coalition as the crisis continues. With FSN Spotlight, I'm Simon Marks.
To recap the top stories, Russian authorities say a transport plane has crashed carrying 65 Ukrainian prisoners of war and there are no survivors. Fierce fighting continues in southern Gaza as the Israeli military has encircled the city of Khan Yunis. The UN Humanitarian Office warns 500,000 Palestinians have been ordered to evacuate, with people saying they have nowhere safe to go. And the Maldives says it has allowed a Chinese vessel to dock in its ports. Experts fear this could further deteriorate already tense relations with India. That's the latest feature story news. Simon Gaitan reporting.
Welcome back to the KCHW Morning Show. This is the second half of the show. We are back, and I am very, very pleased to welcome Lynn Cassidy from the Creative District. She's here to talk about Light in the Darkness. Welcome to the show, Lynn. Woo-hoo.
Thank you so much. It's wonderful to be here.
I don't have an applause button.
I really where is that button?
The applause button is at Maine. No, so the event is happening this Saturday. Tell us what time that starts, Lynn.
Yeah, we start at 2 p.m. in the afternoon, and it ends at 6:30. And we've got 13 great artists that'll be displaying up at the golf course. And we actually, if you were able to attend last year, it was really a well-received event. Yeah, it was a lot of fun, and we actually have a few new artists this year. So if you were up last year, you'll be seeing some new work this year, and we're just excited because we have such a variety. We've got acrylic artists, we have encaustic artists, we've got watercolor folks.
So what does that mean, that encaustic?
Encaustic is a wonderful medium, and I didn't know that much about it either, but they use melted wax blended with ground colorings, and they mix the wax and they melt it onto the canvas or whatever they're creating on, and it's just an amazing, it has a lot of translucence, and it's just amazing the kind of effects that they can get from this wax feature. Wow. And we have 3 artists that are working in that medium at this show. So if you want to know more about that, it would be a great time to talk to these artists about their process, because it's just beautiful.
That's one of my favorite things, to go to these shows and see the different mediums and the different techniques, and talk to the artists about the different techniques and tools and stuff they use. I think. Yeah. To me, that's one of the most satisfying things about coming in and meeting these artists and finding out about what they do.
Right. And we really want one of the requirements is that our artists be on hand so that they can talk to the public about their work and what they do and how they do it. And and you can buy their work directly from them at this event. But you know, it's more, you know, about community and getting together with folks, and the golf course is a very welcoming, warm place in the wintertime, and they've got some wonderful specials set aside for us for this event especially. So, you know, there's going to be some great food and beverage specials, and we even have some music on hand for this particular event, and harpist Gretchen Jones and musician Tom McLean will be playing during the event, so just as wonderful background music, but you'll be able to watch them and enjoy the music at the same time. So we're just looking forward to the whole thing coming together in a beautiful way, like it always has. And so this will be our turnaround second time around, so we're very excited about this coming off again this year.
You know, I want to say to people that didn't make it last year, you know, obviously I was involved in the creative district last year, all the years, but I didn't help with the setup or anything last year. I didn't see it until I walked in the day of the event, and I walked in that golf course, the clubhouse. It was barely recognizable. It was elegant. It was sophisticated. It was gorgeous. It was absolutely beautiful. I don't mean to set the bar too high for this year, but man, I was so impressed, and it was gorgeous. The food was good, the art was amazing, and it was just a great event. Really, really nice. And it's a good place for because I believe the artists are going to have work for sale.
Yes. And then there may be a few pieces that they're showing that maybe they don't want to sell, but but it's certainly the ones that they bring and they want to sell. Then absolutely, you'd be eligible to buy their work. Yes, and I guess to just include, you know, a lot of our artists are hanging art, you know, along the walls, but we have myself and Chris Davis who will be displaying more three-dimensional work like my leather handbags, and then she also does beautiful jewelry pieces. So you'll see a variety of things as well as a lot of beautiful hanging art on the walls.
Well, and also there's no pressure to buy.
No,
come and look.
No,
but if you see something that you just can't live without, yes, you can buy it. That's you know, part of the deal. Yeah.
Oh, absolutely. Come for the food, stay for the art.
Yeah.
Or come for the art, stay for the food. Or
exactly.
Just do both, right?
Yeah.
Or hang out for the music. Any of that works,
yeah.
right? Yeah.
Yeah.
No, it's just a great time to get out, and that's why we call it kind of a light in the darkness. It's just something to do in the middle of winter when there's not a lot else going on, and get together with friends and just enjoy the afternoon.
Now, what does it say, Lynn, to reflect upon the? Remind me what the poster says.
I'm trying to remember if I wrote that down here. I'm
I
sorry.
have the poster
do you have the poster
here.
right there? Thank you.
It just says meet the artist showing at A Light in the Darkness, Saturday, January 27th, 2024, 2 p.m. to 6:30 p.m. at the Chewelah Golf and Country Club. For more artist information, visit ChewelahCreatives.org and click on the Chewelah Creatives tab.
Yeah.
So we'll be exploring themes of renewal and reflection.
Oh, there you go.
Yes,
there you go.
And
that's on the big
poster.
The
website?
Yeah, on the big poster.
On the big poster, because I just have one that
was... that's exactly what I brought with me today, too. So,
It's also on the Chewelah Chamber of Commerce website in the calendar section, and also on the Chewelah Creative District calendar. If you go to ChewelahCreativeDistrict.org, or even ChewelahCreates.org points to the same place. You can find out that and all kinds of events going on, as well as the chamber website.
Nice.
And we are working on for people that don't know, and I'm totally changing the subject here, and I'm sorry, Lynn. We'll get right back to you. Speaking of calendars, there is an effort within the city for all of the organizations to get together, and through the downtown partnership sort of plan, to create a community-wide calendar. Well, we'll have all this stuff on one calendar, and it's exciting to see. So. Sorry, I had to divert us there for a second.
No, that's great. very exciting to get one calendar together for the whole community, because there's so many things going on in this one little town. It's hard to keep track of it all.
Yeah.
And we've been talking about this for a long time, so I'm really happy to see that's coming down the road.
Me too. And it's it's not like, you go to, Chicago or something and you can have 40, 50 different things going on in the same day. And, here we gotta kind of work together and make sure we're all on the same page. You start doing multiple events on the same day here, and there's just not enough people to attend all those. And as an attendee, I want to attend all of them too. So
that's right.
Yeah. So that's good, and just get us all on the same page. So do you have any? I know you've named a few of the artists. Is there anybody else you want to highlight? Or?
Well, our local photographer K.S. Brooks will be there, and like I said, there's some new artists that I don't know enough about, but I'm hoping to learn about them at this event. There's an Alicia Lee, and Connie Davis is new to our event this year. Sam Elliott.
Sam Elliott?
Yes, I
like
know.
The Sam Elliott?
Yeah, I know. That's what I was thinking too. Maybe the Sam Elliott. And then Danielle Fantasia will be there as a watercolor artist. So, yeah, we're just, and it's such a nice, like I said, it's just a nice variety. And our own Jamie Thompson, she's there with mixed media. And, I'm excited. Julie, and I might mess this name up, Mantila. She will be there too, and she's new to our events. So, like I said, it's going to be kind of fun, and I find that these events are great for maybe new artists to the community and people that haven't displayed before, or maybe they're new artists and getting their feet wet. So, we're excited to showcase some of these local artists that you may not see otherwise. So,
hey, Lynn, can you pull that microphone?
Oh, yes, I'm sorry. I'm a little bit quiet. Yes, I will do that. Yeah. So we're excited to see these new and emerging artists come to our show and get them showcased and get their work out there.
That is fantastic, and to me it's exciting that's sort of what the Creative District is. That's sort of, in action of getting these new artists out there that a lot of us haven't seen around here. You named some names I've never heard around here locally. So,
yeah, we're excited to see new people come on board and share their work with us.
Yeah, it's not even just the unknown artists that are getting their stuff out there. What I love to see too is a lot of the folks that don't consider themselves artists, but they're incredibly talented, and they just need that little push to sort of get their art out there. And I've seen quite a few over the years with the Creative District join these events, the pop-up gallery, that sort of thing, and kind of blossom. And really they get that sort of confidence that they need to get their stuff out. And before you know it, they're, working artists.
That's right.
Well, sometimes I've gone to some of these things, and like the one you had out in the Art in the Green, was that you guys, or was that?
Yeah, we did that.
Yeah, and this one too, and people from other walks of life, but you don't realize that they do the art, know, and it's just opens up a whole new vision of them, Right. Because, like I see this, I'm not sure if this Alicia Lee is the Alicia Lee I know. She's a young mother with 2 little children. So, and I know her as a young mother with 2 little children. I didn't know she was an artist. So I'm anxious to come and just see if she's the same person.
Very well might be, yeah.
Yeah.
That's right.
Well, and so you mentioned a little bit, Sharon, the Art on the Green, which is in the summertime. That's sort of the sister event to Light in the Darkness, correct, Lynn?
Yes, yes.
Yeah, and that was last year a plein air event, which means they did the art outside on the green.
Oh, yeah, and that was fun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And what do you think, Lynn? Are we doing that again this year?
Yeah, I'm looking forward to that. We have yet to schedule the date with the golf course, but yes, we will be working on that next and getting that coordinated. And that was a wonderful event, and we were blessed with such a beautiful day last year.
Yeah,
it was amazing. And so that was, the artists absolutely loved that event. The ones that participated thought it was just great, and so we're hoping to get, more people involved and more people coming to see the art and see the artists in action. That was, I think, the best part of it, is you could walk around and see the artists in action and doing their work. Yeah, it was great fun.
And I know I wasn't able to make it the first day for the one in the summertime, but I've seen pictures of one of our local clay artists, Red, with just like a crowd around her on the golf course. People are just, Red is just, I don't know if you don't know Red, she is a fascinating human being. She does amazing artwork, and people just flock to Red. She goes out in public, and she has like it's like a celebrity walking around. She's like, oh, Red.
Yeah, well, these are local celebrities.
These
it's
are
local day.
That's right.
They
exactly.
And just a lovely human too.
Yes.
Just a true light in the darkness.
That's right. That's right.
So is there anything else you want to tell us about? Anything about that? Do you want to talk about Creative District stuff?
Well, what I was thinking about is that those of you that missed the event, the Trashcarade New Year's Eve ball, there is going to be a recycle event coming in April, during Art Walk in April. And so our desire is that those folks that created those costumes that won the costume event on New Year's will be bringing their Trashcarade costumes for display at that first Art Walk. So it's kind of like a reboot, and then there'll be other events around that the Arts Guild will be putting on, and so it kind of all focused around recycling, bringing those arts to the forefront, and supplies for artists to the forefront there. And so we're kind of excited about that. And so, like I said, if you missed the in-person event of the Trashcarade, we will be kind of having the mini one coming up in April to showcase some of those great costumes that were designed.
Well, and hopefully, too, it'll give a little inspiration for people to do their things for the next Trashcarade ball. Yeah,
absolutely.
I was amazed with the percentage of people that showed up with some sort of costume, accessory, something they'd made was really impressive. And we had, the costumes on display were just so imaginative, so great. And I don't know if we talked about it on the air too much, but Nandis Taylor, she won the contest with a bag. It was this beautiful ornate ball gown created out of chicken feed bags.
Yes.
And a tarp.
And an old tarp.
And an old blue tarp that had blown out of somebody's truck in front of her house. Yeah.
Right about, she said right about the time she was needing inspiration, something for the front of it. Boom. Inspiration hit in the form of an old tarp blown out of an old truck.
Yeah. And beautifully handcrafted dress too. It was really well done.
It really was. And we had what did we have, like a cardboard warrior princess type?
Yes.
Oh yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
And Sharon, you were actually one of the judges.
She was a judge.
I was. It was hard. It was hard.
I couldn't imagine. You guys had a tough job.
We did. And
that was you along with Chief Cochran
and Janet.
And Janet
McLaughlin Bresnahan.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah, it was a great event. I'm really looking forward to it again. I think that has every potential to be a must attend event here.
Absolutely. Yeah, I sure hope so.
Yeah.
And I know you mentioned some of the collaborations with the Arts Guild coming up. That's an exciting thing.
Yeah. We're excited about that, and I'm going to be helping. I know we've got the art show in February, and I believe it'll be held at the PACA building coming up. Yes. And I know we're going to help them with some of the display there. Creative District is going to help with display for that. So another great place to showcase local artists. I mean, it's wonderful to have this many events that, really showcase our local talent.
It is.
Yeah.
It is. And it kind of goes along with that conversation about getting our calendars kind of synced up and getting everybody on the community calendar. If we're all seeing what we're doing, that means we can all join forces. And instead of trying to create these own little individual events, we can work together and make bigger, better events. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Not better, because all the events are great. But you know what I mean.
But I still like lots of them throughout the year.
Yes.
Yeah. It's back to, some people say, oh, we miss Chautauqua. Well, we do, but it's so much more fun to have little mini events all year long than to have one big weekend and then have it be over.
And I have heard you say many times, Sharon, if anybody ever wants to start Chautauqua back up, you have the documentation.
Oh, I do. I have all kinds of stuff that I've saved. Yep. But then when I mentioned that it cost about $70,000 to put it on, they kind of back away.
Oh. Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. I think a lot of people don't understand it. It was a wonderful event. Everybody loved it, but it wasn't. It wasn't a big money maker.
Oh no, we broke even.
It was a labor of love for sure.
Yeah, lots of volunteers.
I'm sure breaking even was a good year.
Yeah.
Yeah. It all came from the previous year's T-shirt sales on clearance, right? That was always, that was
probably
the thing
not.
That took it over. All right, so do you want to stick around with us for a little bit?
Sure, I'd be happy to.
I teased the audience. We were going to get into some trivia. And we're gonna do some trivia with you, Lynn, if you don't mind. So let me head on over. Lavonne, you with us still? Oh,
I see her.
Oh, her screen is frozen up. Oh, there she goes. Oh, and she's muted too.
Can you hear me?
I can.
Yeah.
Yay.
Yeah.
All right, so we're going to move into some trivia. Unfortunately, once again, I don't have any sound effects or anything. I do have a board though that I'm going to bring in. I've used it a couple times, and I removed it, and I'm going to put it back in that has some sound effects and some applause and all the annoying stuff that people love. Okay, you guys ready?
Yeah.
You
and
ready?
I'm not cheating. I'm not looking or anything.
Oh, good. Yeah. And I know Lynn isn't. Well, Lynn can see my. I don't know. How's your eyesight? Lynn?
No, I have bad eyesight, so I can't cheat, unfortunately.
Lavonne, how are you? You ready?
I can't find. Where do I look?
You don't look for anything. This is trivia. I'm going to ask you questions, Lavonne.
Okay.
Good. Your camera's freezing up on us, Lavonne, but as long as we can hear you, we're good. Okay. So if you spread all of these evenly across the entire year, you would each consume about 1.3 of them a day. And this is worldwide. Each of us, on average, consumes 1.3 every day.
It can't be. It's not a measurement. Because if it was like sugar, you'd tell me a cup.
This is right. This is something you consume. It is a finished product that you eat.
I would say eggs.
No, that's incorrect. There are eggs in them.
Bread of some kind or cake of some kind?
You're getting along the right lines.
It's not a Twinkie because I don't eat any of those.
It's not a Twinkie. It's not. I couldn't imagine.
I heard you, Lavonne, say something.
What'd you say, Lavonne?
Dana? Pastries?
No,
you can't hear me?
Barely.
It could be considered a paste. Well, it's not a pastry, but it's along the same lines.
You're not giving us many hints.
It is a I'm trying to give you hints without giving it away.
Okay.
It's something I didn't have any for breakfast, but I have in the past. It's not a breakfast food, but it is something that I commonly eat for breakfast. Most likely
potatoes.
What's that?
Potatoes.
Potatoes. No, potatoes is a breakfast, Lavonne. Come on now. They are round.
What?
They're round. How about that? Flat and round.
Hash browns.
A tortilla?
No, they're sweet.
Flat. A cookie?
A cookie. There you go.
Oh my gosh.
That took a while.
1.3 a day. Wow.
1.3 every day.
Wow.
Somebody's
eating an awful lot of cookies.
Yeah, that's a lot of cookies to make up for what I don't eat.
But you could eat oatmeal cookies for breakfast, and you could call it a complete breakfast because it's got oatmeal, raisins, eggs, a little brown sugar.
Let's go cranberries instead of raisins.
Oh, okay.
How about that? That is, I mean, especially, I don't know if you've done like the overnight oats or the baked oatmeal.
Uh-huh.
It's essentially a cookie bar.
Right.
Yeah.
The baked oatmeal. Yeah. Okay, each year the world creates 131 trillion of these. Worldwide, it is
trash.
No, it's not a physical thing. It is computer-based.
Podcasts.
131 trillion. Which means, let me do some quick math here. So each year, every single person on the world does a whole bunch of these.
You don't know how many people are on the earth.
That's the exact number is a whole bunch. About 7. Is it 7.1? 7.2
Facebook entries.
You are so close. No. You are so close.
Emails.
Yes.
Twitter posts.
Sharon was right with emails. I didn't hear you, Lavonne. I'm sorry.
Emails. Wow.
Yeah, emails. 131 trillion. That is a lot.
Wow.
Okay.
And they say that email's going out.
Yeah.
Yeah, no.
Yeah, no. I think it's sticking around. And I think, as far as business communication and that sort of thing, there's it's a lot easier to sort and sift through than than text message. I know if I get like a text message or a Facebook message, it's buried in 5 minutes. Under 1,000 more.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
But what I love especially is the integration with like calendars, because I can get an email and set up a date. Somebody talks about a date in the email, and it automatically pops up with, "Do you want to add this to your calendar?" Yes, please, because I will not remember otherwise. All right, next here we have some, this is a pop quiz. These are fast food slogans. Fast food slogans. So go ahead. First one to shout these out and gets the answer right. Lavonne, I think you're having some internet issues there. You're freezing up and cutting out. I don't know if we've lost her. Lavonne, you there? Can you hear me now? Okay. So I think we've lost Lavonne. Maybe she'll catch back up with us here in a little bit. All right, you ready? Let's go. Finger licking good.
That is KFC.
That is correct. Eat fresh.
Yolks.
No, these are fast food restaurants.
Oh.
Eat fresh.
Chipotle.
A little hint: there are very few. That is one fresh fast food restaurant. There are very few that sell fresh ingredients, and this particular one, questionably fresh, but advertises as fresh.
Is it a Mexican food place?
It is not. It is very American.
Chick-fil-A?
Nope.
Not Chick-fil-A? Okay.
It's sandwiches.
It's not Subway.
It is Subway.
Oh, wow, we should know that.
Fresh, yeah.
They're local.
Yeah.
And this one, I don't know if I've ever heard him use this. Live Moss.
Live what?
Moss.
Moss?
Yeah, like the
moss on the.
No, like more, like Spanish for more.
Taco Bell.
Taco Bell. There you
Wow.
go. There
Wow.
you go. That one word, probably the most Mexican thing about Taco Bell.
Amazing.
This one should be an easy one. I'm loving it. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba.
McDonald's.
There you go.
I didn't know it from the words. I knew it from your singing.
The jingle.
And this next one, again, I don't know if I've heard this one or would recognize it. Better ingredients, better pizza.
Domino's?
And this one is not Taco Bell.
It's not Domino's.
It's not Domino's.
Is it
Pizza Hut.
Oh.
Papa Murphy's?
Oh, so close.
Papa John's?
Papa John's. Papa John's.
One of those papas?
This is another one I have never heard. This one says, happy tastes good.
Home cooking.
Happy tastes good.
I don't know.
This is one, I think I've mentioned it before, very popular. This particular restaurant, especially popular in Texas. It's known as sort of the small town restaurant of around the southern areas, especially in Texas.
And whenever you said it, it went in one ear and out the other.
And again here in Texas, Texas is the only state you can get steak fries at these, which are battered steak fingers.
Wow. Is that White Castle or I don't?
No.
Okay.
It is popular everywhere.
The restaurants are everywhere.
I only said Texas because that's where it seems to be originated. And
Cracker Barrel?
Nope. This is a fast food restaurant.
Fast food.
Well,
also known for their ice cream.
Obviously, we are not with it.
Oh, I know, but I can't remember the name of it, so I shouldn't have said anything.
And
the ice cream place.
It has the.
I went there.
It has the. I will say the type of substance used to make ice cream in the title of the name.
Whole fresh.
As well as royalty.
Oh, Dairy Queen.
There you go. There you go.
Dairy
Oh my!
I can't believe it. That's my favorite place.
Oh my gosh.
I was about to say it's where royal cows eat.
Oh yeah, I can remember those. Do they still have dilly bars? When we'd go when I was a kid, my dad would let us buy those.
I think they do.
Or he'd buy them for us.
I
We
think
loved
they do.
them.
I don't know. I just know, it's funny. I keep mentioning Texas, but it's one of those things. My wife's family is all in Texas, and when we go to Texas, we have to go to Dairy Queen because again, it's the only state in the U.S. you can get their steak fingers.
Wow.
And it is the best thing at Dairy Queen.
I never tried that.
Wow.
Oh, they're delicious. Okay, and this one, the average person blinks 22 times per minute, but the average person doing this blinks just 7 times per minute. So I guess you could call it
sleeping.
It almost kind of zombifies you. No,
sneezing.
It's with your eyes open. It's something that you stare at.
Watching TV, movies.
It's close. You're close.
Oh, our phones.
Driving.
Watching our phones.
No, it's not TV. It's not phone, but it's right along those lines. It's very close. I'm doing it right now.
Oh, watching our computer screens?
Yes.
Oh my
Using our
gosh.
computer.
Wow.
Really?
Using our computer. And so here's a fun one. Unfortunately, this one's not from Florida. This is from Connecticut. So this is fill in the headline. Fill in the hole in the headline. This isn't necessarily trivia, but followed by a funny news story. So guess the word that's missing from this news headline. A man was charged after digging up neighbor's yard, claiming they were blank.
Aliens.
No.
Claiming what were... Wait, read it again.
A man was charged after digging up his neighbor's yard, claiming his neighbors were this. It could arguably...
Murderers?
What's that?
Murderers?
No. Well, technically, these people probably are guilty of that quite often. It could also be considered in some parts of the world a profession.
Magicians?
Magician? All those magician murderers. I think perhaps they were trying to find
miners.
Some loot.
Were they miners?
Oh, like pirates.
Pirates, yes.
Oh, wow.
Pirates. There you go.
What?
The loot gave me the hint.
Okay.
Yes. So claiming they were pirates. So in Connecticut, in Ledyard, Connecticut, a guy's in hot water after he dug up his neighbor's yard. 62-year-old Mark Uterstadt faces a number of charges, including risk of injury, second-degree threatening, fourth-degree criminal mischief, breach of peace, and simple trespass. The strange chain of events unfolded.
He was looking for treasure.
Yeah. Yeah, the strange chain of events unfolded when a concerned citizen called the police to report her neighbor had dug up her front yard with a rock rake and was refusing to leave. When officers arrived at the scene, they discovered that Uterstedt believed he owned the neighborhood, and the caller and his family were pirates.
Oh, for heaven's sake.
He was then taken into custody.
Oh, my.
Wow. You guys ever had crazy neighbors that did stuff like that?
No.
Thankfully not.
I had crazy neighbors, but not like that.
Yeah, we have really good neighbors. Our neighbors this year, well, since we're older, they've always cleaned our driveway with their snowplow and stuff, with their snowblower.
Nice.
Well, they decided to be snowbirds. So their son is living in their house with the stipulation that he cleans our driveway and the neighbors across the street's driveway.
Wow.
So each of the snowfalls, he's been out there cleaning our driveways.
Oh,
that's
great.
Oh, right.
Yeah, those are great neighbors.
Those are good neighbors.
That is. I wish I had neighbors like that. I mean, I love my neighbors. I do. But I don't, but I would probably be more likely to be the one cleaning their driveways.
Yeah. Well, and then we have other really nice neighbors that have a bunch of kids, and we love having the noise of the kids in the neighborhood because years ago when our kids were little, we had kids' noises all over in the neighborhood, and now we're all old. And there are no kids, but there's this family moved in next door, and it's so fun listening to them, bounce on the trampoline or... even fight.
It's the sound of summer, right?
Yeah. And they're out there playing in the snow and stuff. Yeah, we love it.
I find, aside from the occasional scream, which does happen with kids, I find I find it relaxing.
Yeah.
Especially on a nice day. And I know some days during the summer around here when it's so hot, I'm like, oh, get your kids inside, they're gonna overheat. But burning their feet on the black trampoline. So that about does it for trivia. Let's go ahead and move on to, we're going to do some celebrity birthdays.
Okay.
Lynn, you're welcome to stick around with us. I know you don't have the cheat sheet, the computer screen in front of you.
No, that's fine.
But you're more than welcome to stick along and give some witty comments. And make fun of us.
Happy to do that.
I'm going to go ahead and kick things off with celebrity birthdays. I am looking at the wrong day. I was stealing some of that trivia from another day because we only had a couple things today. So I'm going back up there. Today, Neil Diamond. Ooh, Neil Diamond is 83 years young.
Wow. Doesn't seem possible.
Yeah.
And last I saw, I think he's still performing, isn't he?
I
think
so. Yeah, I'm not sure.
Still got it. I got a lot of, I guess, guff growing up from some of the people my age. I've been a Neil Diamond fan since I can remember. My parents weren't Neil Diamond fans. I don't know where it came from. I just
he's good. That's
he's
why.
Good.
Yeah.
You know, I love the guy.
He's wonderful.
Another one from my childhood, former Olympic gymnast Mary Lou Retton is 56.
Oh, yeah. Wow. She's still about...
Yeah, and, she had, I don't know if you guys heard about it, but she was really sick. They weren't expecting her to live a couple months ago. Maybe it was a little longer than that. Her daughters went public asking for help to help pay the medical bills because she didn't have insurance. And I just saw an interview with her last week that she's doing much better now. But she still has the oxygen in her nose, that cannula thing.
Oh, wow.
So she had a real crisis there, and she's coming through it.
Wow.
Wow. A world
just
without
thought I'd
Mary
share
Lou
that.
Retton
Yeah.
Oh, man. At 56, that's too young for that.
Oh, yeah.
Wow, way too young.
Yeah.
I'm getting to that point in my life where I'm like, 56, she's so young.
The older you get, the younger the years are.
Yeah, right? That's so true.
I know. Matthew Lillard, he is 54, and he was in Scooby-Doo. He played Shaggy. He's been in the Scream movies, a bunch of stuff. I'm actually, I know his sister. Wonderful, wonderful family.
Oh,
wow.
Yeah, he's a supportive family. The whole family is in the support of the film industry, and it's really his sister Amy works for the state of Washington for the I believe it's Washington Filmworks, and she does a lot of good work promoting film and film arts in Washington State. She might be here. I think she's actually going to be here during the Creative District convening. I'm trying to get her here. She was at the last one. Really, really sweet lady, and I kept looking at her. But when I first met her, I was like, she looks so familiar from somewhere. And then somebody else mentioned Matthew Lillard, and I'm like, oh, that's where it is. They look like twins. Ed Helms from The Office and The Hangover, been in a whole bunch of stuff, is 50. Michael Shaw, or Kristen Shaw, sorry. She was Carol in Last Man on Earth. She's been in a bunch of stuff. She's 46. Misha Barton from The OC, Dancing with the Stars, is 38. And Justin Baldoni from Jane the Virgin is 40. Wow. So, Lavonne, you ready? Do you want to tell us what happened today?
Sure. Now that my mic is working again.
You sound much better. Welcome back.
In 1935, the first canned beer went on sale. The American Can Company and the Gottfried Kruger Brewing Company collaborated to package 2,000 cans of Kruger's finest beer, sorry for my voice, and Kruger's Cream Ale. It was an immediate success, and by the end of the year, most major breweries had begun using cans. Interesting.
Wow. So I'm assuming that's using metal cans as opposed to glass bottles.
Yeah, that's,
exactly.
Yeah, that's a long time ago. 1935.
Yeah.
Okay,
90 years.
Yeah, keep going, Lavonne. Do them all.
Oh, okay. 1984, the first Apple Macintosh went on sale. I remember getting one in, I think, in the 90s, early 90s. Yeah.
It seems like it was early.
1999, a British road safety official found an effective way to make motorists reduce their speed on the street past his house. And it's not a speed bump. He put up a large poster of Czech supermodel Eva Herzegovina taking off her shirt.
What?
Drivers slowed down immediately.
Wow.
Very clever.
Well,
that is clever, yeah.
I hope it stopped at a G rating.
Street, not so smart. But
yeah.
What?
I hope it was. I hope it was a G rated photo. But of course,
yeah,
it is in England.
Okay, 2003, the United States Department of Homeland Security officially began operation. We know that started after because of 9/11.
9/11,
Yeah. 2006, Disney agreed to purchase Pixar. That makes me sad. I love Pixar, and I don't love Disney. I'm sorry. Okay, so 2015, Golden State Warrior Klay Thompson scored the most NBA points in a quarter with 37 and the most three-pointers in a quarter with 9.
Wow.
What's a three-pointer?
It's a point worth 3 of them.
Yeah, you shoot the basket outside of a line that's quite a ways away, and it gives you 3 points
instead of 2.
Like a foul or something?
No,
when somebody fouls you, you get no.
There's lines on the basketball court, and there's like the free throw line, and there's different zones within the basketball court. And
the free throw. Okay.
Yeah, but this one's
it's
like
outside.
it's like a half circle, kind of like a U-shaped line around on the end.
Yeah, and it's anything past that line is a 3-pointer.
Yeah.
So it's a harder one to score.
Yeah.
It's a harder touchdown to hit.
So it's not a free throw.
No.
It's just throwing it from a distance.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then the last one is 2018, former U.S. Olympic team doctor, Larry Nassar was found guilty of molesting over 150 girls and was sentenced up to 175 years in prison.
Oh, my.
Yeah.
So
sometimes we skip these. And
Yeah.
that's the danger of live radio.
I'm
not
sorry,
reading
I
it.
didn't read the whole thing
That's
before
okay.
I
I do it all
started.
the time.
Yeah.
But the good news is he's been put away.
Yeah.
Thank goodness.
Yeah.
Ugh.
Yeah.
So Lavonne, sorry, Sharon, take us to beer can or not beer can. Take us to Beer Can Appreciation Day.
Special events.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is Beer Can Appreciation Day. Why do you suppose that is?
Yeah.
It's Belly Laugh Day, Library Selfie Day. So go to the library and take a selfie.
Read that one again. Read that one again.
No, Shelfie.
Yeah, library shelfie. Well, so what's a shelfie as opposed to a selfie? What's a shelfie?
I would imagine you take a picture of yourself in front of a library.
Yeah, there you go.
There's a lot of shelves in the library.
I guess so.
That's right.
And if you haven't been to the Chewila Library lately, it's a good time to go because there's some great folks over there. And, and I know over COVID that a lot of people stopped kind of going into the library, and it seems every time I go in there, it seems kind of quiet. Go to the library, check it out.
Well,
read
it's a library.
Yeah.
Yep.
Well,
It's Macintosh Computer Day. Compliment Day.
I wonder why.
Yeah, Compliment Day. Gee, you're looking nice, Chuck.
Oh, thank you. You too.
It's Peanut Butter Day. And
Yay.
it's Talk Like a Grizzled Prospector Day. I'm not sure what that sounds
How
like.
the heck do they talk?
Yeah, it's not a pirate, but
I don't know.
Chuck should know he was in Alaska for a long time.
Yeah.
Most of the grizzled prospectors I knew kind of just talk like normal people. I guess what
I found gold. That's how they talk.
there be gold in them. That sounds. I don't know. That
It sounds like a pirate,
Yeah.
but maybe they kind of go together.
kind of. Well, they dig for loot, and
Yeah.
I think there's a lot of similarities.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
I know if you ever watch that. What's the show? There's a show about the people that mine for gold.
is it called Gold?
I don't know.
Yeah.
It's one of the History Channel or Learning Channel.
Yeah,
or
there's prospectors or something.
There's a couple.
Sometimes some of their interactions
And
they almost
people
feel like
still
pirates.
prospect.
Yeah,
You know, there's still people looking for gold or whatever
It's still out there to be had.
in the desert.
Yeah.
I've seen people when I was camping out in Arizona, and there were people looking for gold there.
Yeah.
I don't know if they've moved or if they've just put it away. But for a couple of years after we moved here, there was a neighbor down the street that had a full gold dredge set up in their front yard, and they would go in the creek in the backyard and dig sand and run it through their gold dredge.
Huh.
I do know I've heard reports that there is gold in like Chewila Creek and Pay Creek. It's called Pay Creek because of the gold.
Oh, really?
I understand. Either that or it's named after somebody named Pay.
Oh.
I might just be making stuff up.
You could be.
Yeah.
When you think about all that Golden Republic, we're not that far away. It could have filtered down this way.
Yeah.
I did one of the first things because I kept seeing when we first moved here. I kept seeing like little gold shimmering in the creek when we first moved in, And I went and bought a gold pan, and I gave up because I was yet to find any gold.
Really?
I did find with a metal detector in my yard an old antique cast iron waffle iron.
Oh, hey.
How would that get buried? I just don't get it.
I don't know. And I found also it was buried under a large stone that turned out to be a walkway from my backyard to the bridge across the creek.
Oh my!
It was buried about 6 inches underground.
Somebody just was burying trash, possibly.
Possibly, yeah. And it was right next to the creek. So I'm guessing some kid was back there. Their job was to go wash the waffle iron, and they left it out in the yard for so long that it just got taken over by the weeds and the grass, and then eventually got buried.
Well, does it work?
No, it doesn't. It's not complete. It's not the whole thing.
Too bad.
But yeah, it was. I'm gonna go back later, and we still have a big hole in our yard that we made this spring that I haven't fixed yet. So, but I'm excited. And our number of the day, 5,484. This is an impressive number. These are you looking at this, Lavonne? This actually makes me want to go there.
Yeah.
5,484. That is the number of Mexican restaurants in LA County in California.
Wow.
In Los Angeles County.
See, when I first read the number,
I thought there's a lot of them.
Yeah, I thought, well, maybe that's in the United States, and then I read the rest of it, and I'm going, whoa.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That is more than one Mexican restaurant for every person in Chihuahua.
Yeah, we could.
True.
We could go twice a day.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm down for that. If we want to put Mexican, there's the joke about the taco trucks on every corner, and man, yes, please, I would love it.
I love taco trucks.
Speaking of food trucks, I've seen quite a tizzy online recently in a good way. We have a visitor coming tomorrow from Spokane.
I did see that.
Yeah, they're not sponsors or anything, but I'm going to go ahead and talk about them anyway because I'm excited about it, and it's good to see this kind of stuff happening. There's a visiting food truck from Spokane. I can't remember the name of it off the top of my head, but
Fish and chips.
Yeah, there's.
I don't know the name of it, but I got to go there. When are they going to be here? Tomorrow, right?
Yeah, they're going to be here tomorrow, and that's exciting to just sort of see.
And where are they going to be here? Do we know even?
I don't even know.
Do we have to drive all the streets at Chihuahua to find them?
Yeah.
No, I think it's going to be in the Napa parking lot.
Oh, that's right.
Right in front of it or something. Yeah.
And do we know how long? I mean, we don't want to miss this.
Just one day.
I know, but I mean, the hours. That's what I was wondering.
I don't know.
I don't know. We can look that up as we go along here, but I'm excited. It's I don't want to take anything away from our local restaurants, but it is nice to get a little taste of something else.
Food truck.
Yeah.
I love food trucks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I know there's been a lot of talk about maybe doing, in the future, trying to organize some sort of food truck festival.
Oh.
Sort of, in lines of like Chautauqua type thing.
Wouldn't that be fun?
But food centric, and maybe get food trucks lining the park.
Yeah.
Just do like one or 2 days a year, and just do just a big see how many varieties of food trucks we can get to come here to Chihuahua.
Right.
Yeah.
I mean, personally, I would love that. I think it'd be fun. There's lots of places. We don't want to take anything away again from our local restaurants because we love them all.
Yeah.
But yeah, just to.
But it's nice to have something that we don't have here.
It is.
Yeah.
It is. And if anybody's listening, if anybody ever wants to make Indian tacos and bring those to the area, I would so love a fry bread taco.
Yep. In the beginning days of Chautauqua, 40 years ago or more, there was this little tiny trailer that would park in kind of over by the fireman's booth, and they sold Indian fry bread tacos. And they were so good. They were so good.
We were passing through Colorado one time, and we went to this place, and they sold they had these tacos that were made with buffalo, like shredded buffalo ribs in a blueberry sauce, like a blueberry barbecue sauce. It was just it was heaven on bread.
Huh.
It was amazing.
Yep. And we also looked forward every year to the Oregon Burrito Man. He would come in, and they were huge, and they were so good.
Oh.
Yeah. And so food trucks, that's an exciting thing because you get things that we don't normally get in Chihuahua.
It is,
right.
And we do have one food truck that's stationary over by the brewery.
Right.
That is,
right.
Yeah, Lola's Good Eats.
Yeah.
So this one, I was wrong about
It's
the
a
name.
good thing none of us had breakfast. Talking about food.
I'm like, I think I have a few cashews at the bottom of my backpack. They're looking pretty good right now. Yeah, that is the name of the restaurant is actually Captain's Cod Fish and Chips.
Oh yeah,
and they are going to be at 107 East Main Street in Chihuahua. So,
well, I don't know if we can talk about local restaurants, but we had the chamber had our Christmas party last night, which we never have it in December because we're all so busy. So we always have it in January.
Sharon, I didn't get an invite to this party, Sharon.
Oh yes, you did. Everybody did. That was on the chamber list. That you know. Anyway, we had it at Andy's, and I had the salmon, and it was absolutely so good. I would go back and have it again. It was very good. Yeah. Sometimes when you have salmon, it's dry and not any flavorful. This was moist and just fell apart, and it had such good flavor. It was very good.
I'll have to say, Andy's is they're not currently a sponsor of the radio station, but they have sponsored every event that we have held since they opened up.
Oh, so they really are.
So they are a radio station sponsor. I shouldn't say that. They have been very supportive of the radio.
Yeah.
I know Andrea. She's always commenting on the morning show stuff, and good folks over there.
Yeah,
I like them.
It's a good addition.
It really is. It really is. And between them and Rob doing all the work restoring some of these buildings downtown.
Oh yeah,
doing a gorgeous job.
Yeah,
gorgeous job. And I know everyone's going to get a sneak peek of the old secondhand store. That's right next to where Andy's currently is.
Okay.
During Winterfest, that building is going to be open to the public. They're going to have a pop-up shop that they're going to have open for Winterfest right in that space. And we get to.
And do we know what it's going in there?
That is a surprise.
Oh,
that is a surprise. I know they've been working on the kitchen in there.
Huh.
I don't want to give away too much without knowing the full facts, but.
Yeah, because they had, the windows covered. And last night when I came out of Andy's, the windows were not covered anymore. And I could see some furniture in there. Ooh. But I couldn't see very far because it was dark and there was no light inside. But, it's like, what is going in there?
Well, and the brickwork he's been, Rob in particular, he's been doing around town. And he did the brickwork in Andy's. Oh. And he's doing all that brickwork across the street. What used to be Kathy's attic. And now in this place. And man, I give a big applause for Rob for doing a bunch of work and making our downtown sparkle.
That arch across the street is just beautiful.
Beautiful. Yeah. So hopefully we'll get we are going to get a sneak peek. I'm excited. I know last time I was in that building, my friend Chris owned the building for a while, and we had our stuff stored in there, and I kind of went in there, and there was a spot on the floor where it was kind of like a trampoline. In between the front and the back space where you could kind of bounce up and down, and it kind of, and they had pulled that floor apart, and there was a leak in the wall, and there was no floor for like 6 feet.
Oh my goodness!
The only thing holding it up was like layers of linoleum and a prayer.
Oh wow!
Wow. And I know they've gone in, they've cleared all that out and reframed all that, and got that all set,
taken care of the leak, I assume.
Yep. And they got the bathrooms fixed up, I've heard.
Huh?
They're gonna Winterfest.
Yeah.
There's gonna be lots of discoveries during Winterfest. So I am excited, and I do believe, speaking of the Captain's Cod, they are also going to be there at Winterfest. I've heard. I don't know. Don't quote me on that, but
so this tomorrow might be just a precursor,
a sneak peek,
mm-hmm. or for them to see if it's worth coming back.
Right.
So we need to support them.
That's right. Well, we've been talking and blabbing on so much. The show's over.
Oh my goodness! How could that be?
It is 9:00. It is time to get back. Thank our sponsors and get on with our days.
Well, we've had fun talking local.
We have. I love Wednesdays. I love being here with you guys, Sharon. Yeah. Thank you so much for agreeing to do this. It's nice to have the Queen of Chihuahua on.
Oh, you're so funny.
We feel we're honored to have you as part of our show on Wednesdays.
Oh, I don't think I do near the job that Mike Bentz did. He was so good. I really enjoyed listening to him each Wednesday.
We miss Mike on the radio.
We do.
He did a good job. He's I love sometimes tripping him up. You could talk to him and make him blush.
Oh, really?
Oh, yeah. It was a lot of fun. Yeah. It was a lot of fun. I do like it. So, that's our show for the day. Thank you so much for listening. Thank you so much for Lynn coming in, talking about the Creative District and Light in the Darkness. Right. I'm looking forward to that. Tell us again the time and location, Lynn.
Yeah, we'll be at the golf course Rusty Putter from 2 p.m. to 6:30 p.m. So please come up and see us.
What day?
On Saturday, the 27th, this coming Saturday. So don't miss it. Yep,
Saturday.
this coming Saturday.
And that is, I'll go ahead and say it. I guarantee you it'll be a beautiful event.
Oh, yeah. Absolutely.
I'm looking forward to it. I'm going to be there. Lynn's going to be there. A whole bunch of folks from the Creative District will be there. Artists, drink specials, food specials.
Yep.
Well, there's two artist groups in town that they don't do anything except the best, and that's the Creative District and the Arts Guild.
Yes.
I've never gone to either one of your events
thank
that
you.
aren't just top notch.
That's
great.
great.
I want to just give another little I guess pat on the back for the Creative District. I was at the last City Council meeting, and the City Council thanked us for being always reliable, and they always know that we will do the city right.
Oh, that's nice.
They said that we've never done the city wrong, and they have faith that we will continue to do so in the future and do what's best for the city.
Nice.
Very nice.
That was much appreciated. It was a good sort of spirit lifter. So anyway, that is our show for the day. Thank you so much, everybody, for coming on and bearing with us. Thank you so much for listening to us out there. And we are KCHW 102.7 Northern Lights Public Radio.
Bye.
Goodbye, everybody.
Bye.
It's 9:02.
Your KCHW Morning Show, made possible by a donation from God-Fearing Brothers Auto Center. God-Fearing Brothers specializes in auto services, including repair, maintenance, and detailing. They also stock a full selection of tires, make glass repairs, offer towing, and have an auto sales lot on the corner of Highway 395 and Main Street at the light. For more information, you can visit the Auto Service Center at 806 East Main in Chewelah. Find them online at godfearingbrothers.com or by phone at 509-935-6414. KCHW-FM thanks God-Fearing Brothers for supporting public radio in Stevens County.
And by Chewelah Flooring.
Chewelah Flooring at 214 East Clay in the 3rd Street Mall offers a wide variety of products including carpet, ceramic and porcelain tile, vinyl and laminate planks, and vinyl sheet flooring. Chewelah Flooring carries products for both commercial businesses and residential homes, including brands like National Flooring, Dell Tile, Mannington, and Mohawk. They also offer blind repair. For more information, you can visit online at ChewelahFlooring.com, call 509-935-8021, or via email at ChewelahFlooring@gmail.com.
Chewelah Motel